awful. I guess it's not fantastic versus Braum. They do lock in the realm. Damn, Corki Prio is quite high. That means a lot of our VOD reviews hope to learn Corki. For hope to learn Corki. Oh, hey, Hope's actually playing. Oh, flashing forwards, looking for the stun. They do get it. Do they have enough damage, though? I think they do. Kerr's going to go down very easily for the first blood. We said top eSports wanted to start things off with a bang in the early game, and they do so. Not even just getting the kill there. Cool, stop that. Is that Jatchi going to have a much worse recall. Kanavi potential of... There's no flash on Kev. There's no flash on Kev. Flash knockup lands. Do they have enough damage? Yes, they do. Kanavi will not take the final tower shot. Will go out. Shadow. They went to IE when he left. Milky Way. Back to IE. Now towards JJ. That's 6 jungle changes coming through. JJ, last series versus BLG. Well... to a couple of them. 369, is he going to track Sheer? He is, and he's going to make sure he's moving off of Vision. Jackie Love. Healed by Hung. Jeje going into the play now too. Good engage coming through from Dre. That is way too far, and the job just disintegrates, just melts. Care flashing forwards, gets his damage down on Hung. Jackie Love, he does have flash. Care not chasing beyond that. Quick 2 kills, and top... Dragon now started. Top eSports, so they figure their luck a little better here. Again, they are technically an early game team. We would like to be getting some advantages here. Giving another objective over will give that part of the feats of strength. Giving another kill would be the same for either team. Yeah, okay, so that's one marker on the feats of strength. Can they give up some objectives for later? No, they can give up a couple of dragons. Give up 3 dragons if you really want. Probably can't give up Atakan or Baron, sure, but there's a lot more to work with that. Culling largely on target there, actually. Good amount of damage coming through. That's the W2. JJ coming in. Jump over the pillar from the Braum. They do have the subjugate. Kanavi. Good cataclysm. There's no what's it call it? Valkyrie. Romp secured by JJ. That is a monster blast cone into the glacial fissure. Hung getting a great play in there. Damage coming through from the Aurora. Now comes in the cataclysm, but he's CC'd under the turret. Kanavi goes down very easily. Care come in with a global as well. Care returns fire. Jungle for support so far. Teleport coming in from the Ornn. He has level 6. It's too far from top eSports. Jackulov, he has a flash, but I do not think it will see him to safety. FPX get themselves 2 for 1, and it's only their support dying. Carry even making sure that there's no execute coming in for Cream. A flick back. Braum will end up executing himself pretty soon, I think. They do not want to let FPX get an even stronger foothold in this game. Kanavi has flash, has ults. 369. Dodging out on some combos here. Hell's going to go down before they find the fight. Culling comes through, but it's into the back of the Ornn. It's not that much value. The Aurora onto 4. It's not bad. Hops back and forth. That's not bad. Equalizer, Cataclysm. This is the fight that they maybe need. The Ornn's coming through, but it's blocked by the Braum. 2 for 1 so far. Jarvan goes down. How much extra damage have they got? The Lucian Braum starting to rip rocket through the backline. 3 dead already for the side of FPX. This is the fight that top eSports needed, and Chicken Jachi will hit the floor. Will be served as a set of chicken wings instead. Dragon resets. FPX realizing, actually, we don't really want any of that smoke if they get another good flank onto us. Herald in mid lane. FPX slowing things down. Top eSports not able to do that much about it. Care wall into mid lane. Cream caught out a little bit, but not going to be caught out enough to cause that many issues. Gen.G takes the Herald, and it ends up being a hearse. Dives for the play. Equalizer slowing them down. The Flame Spitter roasting him alive. Roasted Chicken forces the flash out of the Corki. Hung will block another ult from the Ornn coming through. And FPX cannot find the fight they need. The Herald goes into mid lane, but it's the cost of their jungler's life. JJ dying so quickly. Not tanky enough yet. Didn't get to cast the Subjugate. They'll get themselves a dragon. Stopping the Soul Point, rather, the third one. And they're well and truly back in the game. Down to a little. Tower goes down to from him. Dragon started by top eSports, so we take it quite easily. Will they trade it for mid lane out of turret? I think so. Yeah, that'll be easily taken. Fix take that. And now top eSports, they have a plan to retake mid lane. Jackie going around the side to wave clear there. Any engage coming through? Kanavi could fly dragon. Not sure that's the play. Here we go. Jachi Valkyrie backwards. Equalizer's pretty good. And the Cataclysm not quite able to catch the carries. Forcing some flashes. Good damage coming through. Sheer CC down. Has to flash away as well. FPX down a couple of summoners now. Now, Atakan's setup around again has been available for a while. Good flick back onto Hung. Celestial opposition down. Good damage on him. Now he has to use the shield offensively, and he doesn't have it for the defense. Doesn't matter, though. Dway's gone down all the same. The equalizer's good in the choke point. FPX lose one, even though they forced it pretty well. Triple Cataclysm might cause the death of Chovy. No, he's still alive. Chair's gone down on the other side. Aurora, good burst damage. 3 suddenly falling. After the 4th, Gen.G the only survivor, and he's not going to be able to fight off the Atakan. FPX thought they saw an angle while the Braum shield was down. Instead, they over-engage, get pounced back on, and Top eSports sweep the fight 4-for-1. Atakan will go to Top eSports, a good prize for them. FPX really struggling to fight. It looks good until you realize that actually Braum's not the person you need to kill. Jump onto the top side now, Dway. In a bit of trouble. They can walk up and kill the turret, by the way. Just hit the turret. Yeah. Dway, I'm sorry, dude. Got no turret to help you. Goes down easily. Top eSports really have ran over this game. I thought that FPX, after the early game revival from them, they managed to, escape bits and pieces. Hang on, Chovy is stunned under turret. Okay, equalizer, not fantastic. Double redemptions cast. Gen.G casting the hang on a second. Whoa, Cream! Shock absorb to bits. Has a little bit of damage left. The burn will kill him. Cream gets 2 at the back of there. 22 Magi stacks, by the way, for the bunny. Jesus Christ. Top eSports. Chovy lived through that plate. They'll be able to take this one down. Early smite just to make sure it can go through. Minutes left on the Baron. Do FPX have a chance to play defensively? No one has it, I guess. Why is the Corky going collect the 3rd? Why is that a thing? Care. Is his ult long enough to save him? He doesn't have flash still. Gen.G was running down. Just completely out-rotated. Sheer on the other side of the map. Not there to protect them as well. More damage onto Care. Remember, he doesn't have that flash. It's okay, turn around. The equalizer will keep on burning, burning, burning. Gen.G goes down. It's another roast dinner experience. The turret aggro has been juggled well enough. And it is a bit of circus bread and games. Top eSports don't lose anyone on the bot side. Play clean rotations around the map, and Top eSports are reminding us very heavily why they are our best team in Group Ascend right now. FPX, sadly, on the completely other opposite end of that. 1-12 versus 11-2. Top eSports firmly solidifying themselves at the top of Group Ascend. No, this is not their hardest matchup. Of the split after this one, well, this is their last series of the split, sorry. It's the last one. We'll see them to 12-2 finish if they were to win through this one. Oh, the 2-1s lost. Gen.G, some damage to Chovy. He does have flash. Uses the ult. Not bad. Can Dway ults in. Flicked back. She comes in for the ult again. Equalizer going down into the choke point. The Rumble has died. Where's the rest of the damage? Cream. Jacqueline coming back up. Now the damage has arrived. And oh god, the damage is brutal. Run! Run, FPX! Run for your lives! They get one shot out onto the Rumble. That's it. Sheer meeting a cold demise. Sheer cold in the top lane as the Freljordian face-off has gone the way of Top eSports. And I think now perhaps it is time to end this victory lap from Top eSports. 20 seconds on Gen.G, 15 on Dway. I think they can end it right here, folks. They'll have the cooldowns for it. Care trying to wall off the minions, but not quite able to catch the entirety of the wave. A hop over. And yep, that shall be ending of proceedings from this one. Cream shotguns Care in the face. 25 Magi stacks. Cream on the Aurora. Yep, has left them seeing the Northern Lights. Dazed, startled, blasted to smithereens. Into a Nautilus. Galio is a bit hellish. They'll go towards the Skarner. Canavi's good enough at that as well. He's a very good player of it. And that is our draft. With that, folks, with that, I will leave you today. You can catch me on the LEC later. I'll be casting that. Sam will be taking over here. So
let's get the proxy farm down. TP back in from Dway. Gen.G delayed on the reset a little there. Does the Nautilus manage to hold the wave? Can't see from there. Worth noting Gen.G. Going for the Scion ult now. Oh, doesn't quite interrupt the Nautilus. Hook to the wall. Flash the Roar of the Slayer into the Decimates path. Gen.G, remember those summoners, will just die to the Arc of Ruin. Great gank from 369. Flash ult, Impale on the other side gets Gen.G into a dangerous position. They'll get the taunt up to Chovy, but they don't really have any damage, especially with Gen.G forced to retreat. Cream arcs on this team. Chovy in particular, I think, has been fantastic across the year in general. May well be seen on a better team next year. Oh, he's very dead, isn't he? Driven into a wall, has got flash, will not get a chance to use it. Stunned up for forever, and Jackie has just donated a second, has got the Kraken Slayer, and you get so many on hits. And the power of Summoners and a Galio ult gets him into a good position in this game. Very, very anemic in the mid game. It's not great at picking up resources. Of course, only a good moment. They'll need more than that, as people like Hung have been so damn aggressive on this squad in this split. Chit just get over the wall with the Vault Breaker. Chovy going on forwards. Cream looking for more, ulting from miles away to get the reset. Headbutt, pulverized, driven into a wall. And they get Chovy as well. The collapse timer from FPX is not quick enough. Oh, wonderful charm! And Yunaris picks up another ult reset as well. Look at Cream. We'll attack this turret a little bit. To ensure that our moderators are appropriately teased. But right now, Care, unfortunately, they say it a tease. This is just pain. Goodbye, Care. Shielded around is solid. We'll try and find an angle to maybe ult out, but I think they're holding on to enough CC here. There will be no opportunity to get out to safety. Cream gets that one. Now to the mid lane we look, though, as Varus. And JJ, you see the battle arrow 369 needs to flash away. We'll do so. There'll be a little stutter here as we catch up to live, I imagine. But Dragon was secured by top eSports and FPX weren't interested. That'll be why they weren't contesting. We'll have a look at the replay. So he's trying to fight over this. What is he even trying to fight over? Just kind of get split off from the team a little bit. Ah, decimating smash over the wall. Ah, that's unfortunate. Not as sold on this one. We'll see. Cream, good charm. Chunk onto Chovy, who was going for some vision play, ends up very low, forced to flash, lock it down as well. Cream still 2 ult charges, can look for another charm, lands it onto the Galio, headbutt, pulverize, Atacon, shredding a load of resist. They're going to throw down the Redemption, trying to get some Chunk back, but in goes the Chains of Corruption. Hung, going to cleanse him up with the ult, driven into a wall, but it's onto another new target. Triple Impale, Kanavi trying to get to value, but the public execution on the backside. They've blown up Kanavi. Jacula trying to free fire, but he's still so damn squishy with this build, and they managed to reposition the fight to FPX. They'll lose 369 and Atacon is just there and waiting. 80 carry down, jungler down, and top eSports split their targets. Don't have damage enough onto the members they need. And now Atacon is surely FPX's. The health bars are quite low though. Can Cream find some value here? He might be able to. 3000 HP, no ult to work with. Can try and step forwards, get some damage onto Gen.G. Can't steal the Atacon, and it's a bit of a mess. Fantastic, but now, honestly, so is Sheer, and he can threaten people very aggressively in that backside. You're also looking at Cream, who's gone towards a build that, for my money, is spikes at 4 items. Especially to a lot of tanks. That's just going to be a dead 369. Gets blasted. Jachi brings him low with the Chains of Corruption. Dragon. And 369 is just not tanky into this comp anymore. The Black Cleaver is done. The double item spike for an on-hit Varus is done. You're not tanking for the moment. They'll get the mid lane tier 1. Come at the cost of soul point, but top eSports at least get something. Hook lands onto Hung. Depth charge onto Jackie Love. Will force him to counter step, try back away. Chovy didn't take a lot of damage for this. TP's coming on forwards a little early with that shielded Durant. He gets the 3-6 down now here. Looking for a charm is Cream. Won't quite land it, but the decimating smash eviscerates Care. And hang on, that's a member down. 40 seconds, no teleport. And Baron is spawning. They are going to threaten it. No vision control at all from FPX. How aggressively do FPX want to contest? Sending Sheer, charm goes wide, decimating smash also wide. Onto the Baron we go. Sheer with that ult. Look to find their way in. Drake can step away with the lacerate to give him enough mobility. Cream on a flank angle, no ult. They're going to try and go over the wall. The exhaust comes on down for the public execution. In danger. Knocked up, knocked around. Sheer finally getting a dance around. Jackie in so much danger. This time, 369 could stand and knock up absolutely everyone. They do lose Kanavi, but it's in trade for the jungler and top laner from FPX. They can't finish the Baron. 50% crit. Because a lot of attack speed means you do get, with a couple lucky autos, a lot of spread damage with the cultivation of spirit. Chains of corruption onto Chovy means he's going to take a lot of damage. He's not tanky. Split apart by Gen.G. Cease and desist. Cream will ult away. Hong trying his best to go unbreakable, but they lose the front line in a matter of seconds. Phenomenal CC chains. Public execution into the backline. Flash Vault Breaker. Jackie flashes out, but she just gets to keep Drake out stepping. It's 4 for none. And FPX can turn towards the Baron. This time the CC chain from FPX is too brutal. And the front line is not tanky to this kind of onslaught. The blight stacks ends up being too hefty a weight for Chovy to bear. We'll have a look at public execution into the Flash Vault Breaker. Jackie tries to flash away, but you can't get away from the Ambessa with all of this move speed and the flash to her name. It's an LPL gold grab. We're back to life. A lot was burned in that last play. Dwayne now in danger. As Jackie gets to transcend himself, the death charge will surely not keep Nautilus alive. Charm onto JJ, gone again. Pumping excuse to the backside. The Impale goes wide. Cream trying to ult away. So tanky with all of those charges. Does go down. Sheer got a lot of energy, but not a lot of health. They will blast another. All the while, though, Jachi with a wonderful flash forwards just stands and shoots them all. It's Robin Hood territory. They are the poor, and they're stealing from the richest team in the league, 11-2. Suddenly blinking, going, what the hell just happened? We've lost Soul. Watch that flash again. Jachi, maybe he's now 10-2. Another Vamp Scepter in inventory to just try and heal his way through. And Jackie will not win the DPS wars because he'll just lose more HP. They'll try and jump in, transcending themselves. Redemptions! Cream tries to get an angle on the Jachi, who's still getting to stand and fire. Where's the anti-heal? Requires a piercing arrow. Charm landing, trying to get some more value. The hero's interest not onto Jachi. He goes down to the GA, the Arc of Ruin. Orb of Deception. They blow up multiple members, and when you think it's over, it's just seconds on the majority of the team. They can break the base here. Infernal Soul and Baron be damned. A lot of attempts on the AD carry's life. Successfully and unsuccessfully. Sheer on a very deep flank is now a known quantity. Nice idea. Doesn't really work out. Care looking for a taunt on the 369. Won't find it. Reem now looking for his own flank. Sheer with a GA. Sheer with a GA. Jachi's not quite up yet. 30 seconds on Elder. Into the backline. Cease and desist. Jackie's in danger. Hero's entrance. Jachi flashing. Gets some autos. Chovy down. He's just not tanky. Knock up onto Jachi. All the while, though, Jackie's also down. AD carry traded for AD carry, but Chovy being down as well is important. Cream with an ult charge to work with, but the man advantages FPX is to take all honesty. About to get secure, and I think it might just be the ace after 369 has to flash away. The Elder secured, and the burn now in. Elder on for an amount of time. I think it's a minute. Minutes seems to be the case. About double that for the Baron. That realistically means at least an inhibitor down. They could really aggressively shove this here. Trying to clear out the minions where they can. Flash away from Chovy. Chains of Corruption also wide. But 3 GAs on FPX. 8 lives to work with. And the hero's entrance. Hook. Still going to keep playing this one. 30 seconds still on the Elder, and 369 is immediately blasted. GA1 down, but the damage back is just not there, really. And the Elder Dragon will scream defiance. Bomb plus Phoenix. Pick up the powers of another mythical beast. And despite the back and forth, despite the early game, they are the one with Soul, Baron, Elder. And bring us to a third game. Renata. Kiana jungle for Chovy. All right, we'll come to that in a second because she's gotten some insane buffs. We need to chat about that. FPX, they get care on the Akali. They got the Shins out.
A lot of burst.
In general, very reliant, as that's a flash over the wall to skip vision. I think 369's about to get dive. Should get 6 theoretically off this wave. Is he going to be given the opportunity? Has a flash. Dive's about to come on forward. Tries to get level 6 off the wave. Charges into the wall and just dies. Can't get it. I get the attempt. The combo that Rowan making the play. Getting something in the early game, because as we are seeing, the early priority from mid and bot is causing some issues. But loses half his HP bar. Cream's going to force a flash. Ouch. Chovy now looking. Has a supreme display of talent. Not back up quite yet. With the wreck tricks in inventory, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Ghost Blade. But move speed this game that isn't tied to dashing valuable into a Poppy. Grub number 1 secured. Fleece is now looking for a flank. Here comes the Realm Warp. Shunted into a wall, though. Hung goes low. Bails himself out. Didn't get involved as Jackie's dead as well. Oh, boy. Sheer at level 7. It's Renekton Power Spike. Great shot into the wall from Dway. And they blast the bot lane. I want to see a replay there. It ends it with Care with a kill. Sheer getting a lot of value. Oh, the Supreme Display of Talent. JJ does not get to find a way out. Rune Prism Supreme Display of Talent. At least gets a lot healthier. Poppy not here. Doesn't have ult. It's going to be Dragon top esports, even if it's not the kill. Chunk onto Sheer. Very good chunk onto Sheer. Does burn the dominance, but 369 can burn his own. Theoretically, will now get that World Ender out. Get himself back up. Doesn't really lead to all that much. Talent into Aatrox Qs. There is that wall, but if you do get on top, if you do get to brawl with the squishy members, you can blow people up this game quite heavily. 2-item Renekton can actually just be a bit of a win con from a good flank angle, but Chovy can just do this! Oh my days, that was close. Flash out from Chovy, as they'll still be able to turn that around with a handshake. And they've run out of defensive tools. And they get the kill regardless. Hung has to blow the flash in the heel, but they do get the kill they're looking for. And Cream will just force Care off the wave. That is a 50 C Care Bear games on occasion on Annie. Na'Vi. Not truly threatened. JJ's going to start this one up. Would strictly be soul point. Knockup, but traded with the Rune Prism, and JJ is going to have to Crescent Guard real early as the exhaust comes on down. Mega Inferno Bomb will be traded out with the Redemption, so Jackie back where they started. Realm Warp, Chovy can lurk for a supreme display of talent. Care is low. Jackie does get traded, interestingly, but look at the health bars on FPX. They're so desperately low. Another Rune Prison. Oh my days! But they don't really have HP. Got a Pseudo Bruise Re-Rise and an Aatrox. But it's still going to be top esports exploding the mid game when we said they might. The farm league continues to balloon in mid and jungle. Edge of Night now. Herald in mid. Cream on a flank angle. Chovy on a flank angle. The talent might be displayed. FPX back away from it. We've just been talking about the discrepancy they're in. River control would be valuable for them. Force top esports to come in. Jackie on a flank angle. Needs to be a bit aware of the minefield. Hung. Also valuable to get picked out. Eyes on Jachi in particular. GH's going to try and go on in. Hung goes low, but there's still a Fate's Call. Buy some time. Jackie low. Cream going to speed his way away, but he's caught in the dragon. Redemption heal. Shoved to the wall. Cream in danger. Can still go golden. Finding the supreme display of talent! Across the wall! Care gets the execute. That's important. But what about the rest of the dragon? Bit of shit. Gets a lot of healing pulled back. The bailout will make it another 1-for-1. 2 people down. Care goes down as 369 is absolutely blasting people. But so is Jachi and JJ. Triple kill for Jachi. The health bars on this Aatrox, damn terrifying. Flashes galore. The health bars on top esports got a little bit low. Blast going in. 3 talent strike, but there's no mana on Jachi. Throwing out some Dark and Blaze. Tries to flash for the Q3. Looking for more orders. Has no mana. Has no mana. Does it matter? The heals come on forwards. As Jachi keeps just autoing down. Huge healing. 3 talent strike. And it's a 5 for 3. Spawned before that. Still 30 seconds on the Baron. And we'll turn to that one. FPX gonna have to scramble to get over there. They don't have a lot of vision. And they've got themselves a Callista secured. This will go down. There. because 369 gets to roll. But then the issue basically becomes Jachi with the sash just gets to blow people up. And all the while, after the attack, TES pick up the Baron. Good kind of triage players. Oh, boy. Yeah, Care ain't that scary. And if Jachi isn't doing damage, things get trickier. They blow up Jackie Love, though. Cream needs to start running away. They blew up Hung as well. One of the back end of the play. Baron still gets that tier 2. 369 becoming very challenging to deal with on the side. And the problem is, again, this Rise is just so terrifying. And like, you're sure Yukari's got a couple items now, but can't in a 1v1 do all that much. 3 levels down now. Still stings, just a bit of poke, but getting where you can, where you can. You've got less poke than a Zed. You're a bit more all in there, but you've got a lot more AoE. Can be valuable. GJ goes on forwards. Hung. Pulled back with a face call. The hostile takeover is solid. Supreme Display of Talent! Care in the backside. Could probably blow up Hung, but they've already lost 2. Make it 3. And Care cannot find anything. The perfect execution. Well, it's his own rip. Flash over the wall from Care as Jachi will satchel out. Won't get killed. Oh, but Chovy. What an incredible ult. Pins him against the wall. Cabadoned by the Empress of Ixtal. They all blush and fall over. Yeah, all right. 3-eye to Kiana. That'll do. We'll go back to Dragon. Soul secured by top eSports. I demand a replay. Thought to deal with. Baron again. Oh, Supreme Display of Talent. JJ's gone. Goodbye. A lot of talent on display here. Kanavi's unlikely to get MVP this game, I suspect. It's him or Cream, and I think Cream on the whole has been the build leader. Realm Warping. Bailout on top. Jachi dies for the first time this game. And it will mean surely the end of it.
Blue team has scored an ace.
The realm they have been transported to is a higher plane. One where top eSports will claim their 12th series win. 12-2, they will be on the scoreboard as FPX languish at 13-1. They had a couple competitive games. They did truly. They won.